In this video, I'm going to show you why a driving test candidate failed his driving test on traffic signs and on yielding. In short, he didn't stop fully at a stop sign and he pulled out too soon at a T-junction when he was taking a right turn without showing proper care and consideration for the traffic already on the main road. I'm going to clearly explain how you can avoid making these same mistakes. Before we go on, if you would like to show your appreciation for these free videos and for my YouTube channel, you can do so by making a voluntary donation by PayPal. I'm very grateful for all the help I've received. I really do appreciate it. And it's completely up to you if you would like to make a voluntary donation, only if you feel the videos and the content in general is worth it. Also, this is my email address. If you have any questions on the learning to drive process, the driving test, or if you'd like me to look at your driving test report sheet, just send me an email to this email address here, danetai@gmail.com, and I'd be delighted to help. So let's have a look at the driving test report sheet now for this candidate. First of all, let's briefly go through the grade 2 marks, okay? The one on handbrake here, this is for not letting the handbrake down fully and the warning sound came on. So that's what that was, just didn't disengage the handbrake fully and properly. Speed here, so the tester said he was going too fast in an area with parked cars, and while the speed limit might have been 50 kilometers, the candidate said he was going 40, but the tester said you need to be going at least 20-25 there because the conditions do not allow you to drive safely at 40. So you see, the driving test candidate here, he didn't take into consideration the traffic conditions and he was just going too fast on at that moment. On the reverse here, he didn't look behind enough on the reverse. This is a common mistake amongst so many learners out there. They spend too much time looking in the mirrors and not enough time looking over the shoulders. The other grade 2s on hazards, theory and position turning left, I didn't get any feedback, but on hazards he obviously didn't react to a hazard properly. It could have been a roadworks or it could have been parked cars, whatever. The theory, well, he didn't prepare enough for the theory and road signs, so he clearly needed to revise his questions and road signs because he lost marks there. And position turning left, again, I'm not sure, but he was out of position turning left to some extent anyway. But these are the two big ones here that we're going to focus on. Traffic signs and yielding right of way on a right turn, because these are the marks that he got a grade 3 on. A grade 3 is a mistake that is categorized as dangerous or potentially dangerous. So the first of the grade 3 marks we're going to look at in detail here is traffic signs. The reason he lost the grade 3 here is because he did not stop fully at the stop sign. The tester actually said that you treated it more like a yield sign instead of the stop sign that it was. Let's talk more about that now. It's so important to stop fully at a stop line or a stop sign. So many people come up to these junctions and they think they stop, but they don't fully because they don't feel the stop bump. Now I'm going to show you what the stop bump feels like, so hopefully you can practice and not risk a grade 2 or a grade 3 on stop signs in your driving test. So I'm going to go forward very, very slowly here now, just checking we're all good here. And it's going to be very, very slowly, as if I'm coming up to a stop sign or a stop line. So a stop sign is there. Now I'm going to be stopping now, so watch for the stop bump. Now you'll see my body kind of giving a little bit of a kick, so to speak. Here we go. There. Now I've done a full stop and I've done what I need to do at a stop sign or a stop line. Now subsequently I can creep out, maybe lean forward, maybe edge out like that, just to get a gauge of what traffic is like and to see the cars coming if it is a bit blind. But at least I've stopped fully and I've done what I was supposed to do, and that's so important. This time now I'm going to creep forward and I'm going to not stop. So I want you to pretend I'm at a stop sign here and I'm creeping, but there will be no stop bump here because I'm not stopping fully. So I'm just creeping forward there. Now I'm moving now slowly, so I'm going to go with a slow speed here. Now I'm slowing down here now. Still going slow, still rolling very, very slowly, but I haven't stopped. In the last 5 or 6 seconds there has been no full stop. I haven't felt any stop bump on my body, and the car is just slowly rolling forward very, very, very slowly. Now, I'm not saying it's dangerous, I'm not saying it's reckless, but you're not stopping at a stop sign, and that's what could cost you a serious mark on your test. So, give me 5 seconds now and I'll do a proper stop, okay? So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There, that little shake, that little movement, just apply the handbrake in neutral there. At the end there, that was a proper full stop. You have to practice that. I know some instructors will say, oh, you should use your handbrake at every single stop sign, and I suppose that's one way of solving it, but I don't believe in shortcut solutions. I think you should judge each situation differently. You can use your handbrake at every single stop sign if you want to, but it's not necessary. The only thing that's necessary at every single stop sign is that you stop. And down here now I'll be entering onto a major road as well, a busy road, so we'll see how this goes. So mirrors indicate, another stop sign there as well, so watch out for my full stop here. I'm giving a little glance here, but my main priority is coming to a full stop like that. Now I've done my full stop, don't need a handbrake, I'm on a downhill, I don't need a handbrake. Just creeping out, no cars there, it's all quiet. Last look and off I go. So whether or not you use your handbrake when you're at a stop sign depends on the situation. For example, you would use it on a hill if you're stopped a long time, and you would use your handbrake at traffic lights as well in general. But there is a lot of discretion involved. There's no one simple rule. It's not a case of being black or white. I've made a detailed video on when you should use the handbrake, and I'm going to leave links in the first pinned comment and in the description, so you can check those out for a more detailed analysis of when you should use your handbrake. So now let's move on to the grade 3 mark on yielding when turning right. In the email, the candidate said that he felt it was safe to go, the learner driver that is, he felt it was safe to pull out because when he looked to the right, the other car coming was about 4 or 5 car lengths away, and he was only going approximately 20 kilometers. So the driving test learner driver just assumed that it would be okay and safe for him to pull out in that situation. But let's have a look at that now in a little bit more detail. So from the email that I received from the learner driver, this looks like a similar situation to what he described in relation to the grade 3 mark he got on yielding at a right turn. So the learner driver is the yellow car, let's say, and the other car that he was supposed to give way to was the red car, and this red car is approximately 4 or 5 car lengths from the yellow car here. So it's set up to be something similar to what the learner driver explained to me in the email. Now, if you're the yellow car here looking to take a right turn, you have to be considering the fact that this red car, while he might be 4 or 5 car lengths from you at one particular moment in time, he's not going to stay 4 or 5 car lengths away. The red car is going to be picking up speed, picking up momentum, or at the very least probably staying the same speed in most cases anyway. You see, the red car is not going to expect the yellow car to pull out because the red car is on the main road and he'll be expecting to have the right of way. Also remember here, as the yellow car here, as the driver of the yellow car, sorry, you are going from a standing stop, like you're literally stopped there. So it's going to take you a few extra seconds to get across and to clear the lane here. So the fact that you're stopped means it's another factor you have to take into consideration here, especially if you're stopped on some kind of an uphill, which could add an extra second or half second to your journey from here to here. And remember, if you cause the red car to slow down or stop or take preventative action, then you, the yellow car, are going to be the one at fault because the red car is the person here who has the right of way. So I'll be taking a right up here now and we'll see what the traffic is like and if it's safe to pull out or not. Now I notice a stop line there first of all, so I'm going to just brake and clutch and watch the stop bump here now. There, okay, now I've done my full stop. That's what I need to do. Now I can creep out. You can see it's a bit blind there with the hedge. That's why I'm creeping out like this. I'm just watching for any pedestrians or anything like that. And slowly creeping out. I've done my stop. Now I'm going to stop again here. So I'm looking okay on the right there. Not too bad on the left. And there's no traffic there on the right. But I'm keeping the old head moving. A little bit of a creep there now. Now see this fella here. I'm just concerned that he's picking up speed there. So although he was 4 or 5 car lengths like the Canada said, he was just picking up speed, high powered car. So that's why I let him go there. This person here, similarly, I could have made it, but he is picking up speed as well. Now it looks fine. Last look, and off I go. So that's a perfect example of where you could lose marks on yielding there if the car on the right coming is just picking up a little bit of speed, and if you cause him or her to slow down, then you could be marked on yielding. So I'm taking a right turn here onto a busy road as well, and we'll see how busy it is if there's any traffic on the right. So making sure I come to a full stop first. So there's my stop bump. Now I'm looking both ways. I can see that car coming down here now. Now, although he's over 4 or 5 car lengths when I saw him, because I was a little bit farther back, I needed to creep up a bit. That's why I didn't risk going there, you see. So that's why I gave way there. Now he's going to creep up a little bit further. Now, looks okay on both sides now. Last look, and off I go. So that first car there, you'll notice that when I first saw him, he was well over 4 or 5 car lengths away. But I have to take into consideration my own ability to move off quick, which wasn't great there because I needed to edge out. And I also have to take into account the other car's momentum and the fact that he's building up speed. So the space I saw initially is not going to be the space that I have to work with 3 or 4 seconds later, because he's going faster. So the space is lessening every second that passes by. Now there will be times when you're coming to a junction or a roundabout when you look to the right or left or whatever, and the other cars will be 4 or 5 car lengths, and it actually will be safe for you to go, as I'm going to show you here as I'm coming up to a roundabout very soon. So I'm driving down, I'm slowing down, getting down the gears, coming to this roundabout. You'll see here that there's already a few cars on it, but they're going to clear off now. And if I freeze it here, I'll explain whether it's safe to go or not. So you'll see that the other car there on my right is about 4 or 5 car lengths away. But the key points here are as follows. I'm on the slight downhill. The other car is on a slight uphill. So that means I have gravity on my side and I have good momentum. The other car doesn't have gravity on his side, and I don't feel he has as much momentum because he's going up a slight hill. So that should increase my speed slightly and decrease his ability to go faster. So I judge that it's safe for me to go in this situation without causing the other car to slow down or react to my movements. Now I'll just play the whole thing in real time so you can see it naturally. So if you found this video useful and to be of some benefit to you, then don't be afraid to give it a thumbs up. Remember, you can always hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.